Howdy folks. All right, we're on a little walk here. We got two new pieces of information regarding Iran and Israel. So the first one being that, try not to get the sun in your way here. Iran locked down their airspace. Now this is until some point tomorrow. And I view this as a positive thing because it sounds like there's almost a specific time that we don't know the exact time, but that Israel is going to respond to Iran. So if that is the case, then there seems to be some dialogue, if not directly, between the two countries through proxies. And that means that it could, I'm not saying this is what it is, this is my positive speculation, I'm going to put out positive vibes today, that Israel can save face by striking back, Iran can accept and absorb this attack, and have the ability to move anything of significant consequence out and maybe let Israel demolish some low-value targets within Iran. Maybe it can be something that's a well-known warehouse establishment or something along those lines, a munitions depot, and Iran can move anything they really don't want to get blown up and just let some cheap crap get destroyed, and then Iran won't feel compelled to respond in a super aggressive manner because of this dialogue. And then everybody, it's good, dog and pony show more or less, but both countries get to save face and at the same time not feel the need to escalate this further. And so let's hope that that is on the board at least, and that's possible in this instance. And maybe that is possible because Iran did a perceived nuclear test yesterday, now or through the night. Now, in Armenia, they picked up, they've got the giant research stations that record seismic activity across the region. So they picked up a 4.5 or a 4.6, somewhere in that range, I believe is what it was reported. But it didn't have a compression wave. It didn't have any pre-quake tremors. And so it looked and mirrored almost identically as other previous underground nuclear tests. And so if that is the case, then it shows that, or Iran can show that, hey, we've got the nuclear bomb, which would be a significant deterrent, no less. Now, was this Russia loaning a nuke, more or less, to Iran, say, hey, here's a low-yield nuke, blow this up, everybody's going to see it on their information, and they're going to know exactly what it is, because intelligence agencies, they know exactly what they're reading. We're picking up data and making conclusions based upon that data that may or may not be 100% correct. But I think in this instance it is. And so is that possible that Russia let them have one of their thousands of low-yield nuclear weapons? I think given the stakes, it certainly is possible. Generally speaking, not a great idea to give out nuclear weapons on short notice without some international oversight, but maybe it's called for in this instance. I don't have the information to make that call, that's for sure. I'm not that important, not even close. So the other option is it was a legitimate nuclear weapon, either recently developed or that Iran has had in storage, and they said, okay, it's time to put this out. Now, Israel has said as part of their argument to take out Iran, well, we have to take them out before they get the bomb. Well, if they already have the bomb, now you got to kind of come up with a new reason to go to war with Iran. And I think that does complicate a lot of the Israeli side of aggression towards Iran, because now it's a moot point. Now where the reasonable people would say, okay, I think diplomacy is probably in order if you are both nuclear powers at this point. So I am, again, sending out positive vibes and hoping that's what's going to happen here. And, people seem to think that Iran, at least people in the West, seem to think that Iran is like some state terror sponsor that is like disorganized and everybody's living in dirt huts. And it's just completely false. I mean, in comparison to themselves in the region, their economy has grown exponentially, and they've joined the BRICS, so they've got legitimate trade partners in India, China, and Russia, and others. They have had leaders in industry from other parts of the world, from their allies there, come in and help them set up supply chains, help them set up manufacturing plants that make sense, that are well organized, refining different minerals and components, working with their trade partners to bolster employment and productivity inside the country of Iran. So their technology is fairly fantastic. I think anybody in the United States who is not a global traveler, if they went into Tehran and went into witness some of their technological capacity, they'd be pretty darn impressed. And so to think that they can't develop a nuclear weapon, I believe, is again just another sign of Western arrogance that we're still living in the 90s. I said maybe 3 or 4 videos ago that I 100% thought Iran already had at least a few nuclear weapons it's developed with the capacity to develop more. Now, generally speaking, if they're concerned about this being an international issue for them to have a nuke, but yet they still want to have it to defend themselves, they'll have several components that are all ready and complete, and then the assembly process will take maybe several hours to a few days, and the different components are scattered across the country in different facilities, and then they're brought to one location, assembled, and then put on top of whatever delivery mechanism that is going to be used. So that is just my thoughts on it. I think these are 2 positive notes that could mean a move towards de-escalation. So that's how I'm feeling about it right now. Whether that's true or not, we will see. But I appreciate it. Talk to you guys again soon. Bye.